Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram, welcome to your own channel AC Astro. And today, Sun transiting into which sign? Aquarius. With whom? Saturn. Now, how this unique combination will be affecting all 12 ascendants? Let's welcome Akash Chauhanji from Calgary, Canada. Akashji, Namaskar, Ram Ram.
Mr. Roji Ramram. So it's not only Sun transiting into Aquarius, it is Sun transiting into Aquarius and making a conjunction with Saturn after 30 years.
Oh,
Yeah, so it is not a normal transit. Otherwise, we would have not made a video. Normal transit happens every day. This is very important transit. Uh, Absolutely, after 30 years, when Sun comes back into the house of Aquarius and meets Saturn, how is it gonna be? So, without further ado, Rohitji here, this is how, right now, Saturn is in combust mode. Can you see the power of Sun and Saturn, in Aquarius? So, the problem is that whenever any big planet or any planet comes in the shadow of Sun, it becomes combust. Now, here, in our Vedas, there is a specific story about Saturn and Sun and the intervene of Lord Shiva, that what happened. So when Sun was entering into Aquarius, Saturn felt very threatened at a time when, in the beginning, he felt threatened that, being an enemy, Sun never ever liked Saturn on the hand. So it was a time when Saturn became ready, you know, to in a war kind of situation. Now, Saturn, being the ruler of Aquarius, felt that Sun's presence in his sign would diminish his influence due to being combust and complete powerless. This led to confrontation between the two planetary deities. They came in front of each other and they were like, okay. Now, as the conflict was supposed to start, to resolve the conflict, Lord Shiva intervened immediately because he knew and he was waiting for that point when Sun enters into Aquarius. It did not happen when Saturn entered into Aries, into Leo. It did not happen then, but it only happened when Sun entered into Aquarius, because that is the Mul Trikon sign of Saturn. Now here, Lord Shiva told and explained Sun and Saturn that that uh, Sun that Saturn is his own son. Lord Shiva explained that Saturn is the offspring of Sun's wife Chaya, shadow, whom he mistook for his wife, and Sanghya, that is the real wife. Chaya gave birth to Saturn, who was born with dark complexion due to her shadowy nature. Upon learning the truth, Sun realizes his familial connection to Saturn and feels regret for any ill feeling he harbored towards his own son. That means this is the time that exactly same kind of energy is going to be happening again. If you had any kind of ill feelings towards any of the houses and any of the people, or in fact for you also, you will start to regret it, because there is going to be some good revelation, there is going to be some good intervention, divine intervention, which will show you some the right path. Now, after this, when Sun got to know that no, Saturn is his real son, and it was completely on very bad on Saturn's part, or Sun's part, to ignore Saturn all his childhood. Now, Saturn was at almost 16 degrees, and same way, if we talk about it, if we go and make a chart right now, Saturn is around 15, 16 degrees at the moment. Uh, to be very precise, according to some text, Saturn was at 17 degrees when Sun and Saturn confronted each other. So I think that the initial period when Saturn is from 14 to 16, this is the time planetary war happens. That means as soon as Sun enters into Saturn's house, there is planetary war. Then later, as soon as Saturn attains 17 degrees, that is when Lord Shiva intervenes and makes them understand that, listen, guys, you are related to each other, don't fight. So this is what the story is. Now we have to understand that there are many videos that are put on internet. Very difficult time for zodiacs and this and that and whatnot. I feel that it is a very positive time, because the war that you are going, see, everyone is going on a any front of their life. People are into war, either with health, either with family, either with something related to, job, business, survival. So many things. There is a war front. So this is the time to confront and understand the real meaning out of that war, or how you can, you know, come to harmony with it. This is what is currently the energy that is being, or which I understood. Now, Rohitji, you have any questions? Your voice is not coming.
Actually, I was thinking about this thing, that why, when this conjunction is so beautiful and there is a story behind this is, conjunction of father and son. Why astrologers create panic? This is, this is not whenever Saturn Sun together, astrologers say, "Oh my God, now what will happen with you?" Why this thing?
Saturn and Sun together means law and order together. So Saturn is the planet of discipline as well as Sun is the planet of law. So that means law and order are together. Anyone who becomes a judge or anyone who becomes magistrates or anything related to law and order, someone who has to take decision is a Saturn. Someone who gives you justice is Saturn. So Saturn is the planet that gives you a little bit hardship in your life. That is the role of Saturn. So it is the role of Saturn to give you hardships, but that hardships is for molding you into a better human being.
Hmm, 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 hmm.
And Sun together is that power that Saturn gets in his own hand to give you that hardship, to make you a better human being.
Better
So
human
it
being.
is a very powerful combination. This month is going to be a very powerful month for all the people in the world. Moving on, Rohitji, ascendant wise. So for Aries ascendant, this transit is happening in the 11th house. The 11th house is the house of, especially it is called the house of gains, your social connections, group affiliations, your goals getting completed, yeah, that kind of thing. But this is the time that you may excel into any such things related to leadership roles, especially within organization, because Saturn is in positivity. And remember, whenever it is a very clear concept, whenever fifth house planet has connection with 11th house, so now here fifth house has planet has gone into the 11th house and aspecting fifth house back, okay, with
On
Saturn
sign.
own sign,
On
exactly. So that is, this is a very very good time to, start innovate ideas and support your allies, because this is the time that you can start new things. You can use law and order together to start register new companies, start
startups.
startups. Yes, Luigi, very good time for that. And here collaboration, teamwork is the key, for personal growth during this time to achieve all your goals. Now, Rohitji, you just see that in this chart, in the chart of Mars, Saturn, what do you say? Saturn is the owner, the Kal Purush. This is called the Kal Purush Kundi, right? Anyone, if you see any Lal Kitab or anything, they will use this chart only to whatever that sign is. They do not care. They use this chart only. Now, just imagine Sun being the fifth house, and I told you, fifth house Lord is the house of wealth. It is the house of actual, real wealth that you will get in the 11th house. That means all the wealth that you have been waiting for, if that is related to government, if that is related to tax returns, if that is related to relief in taxation, if that is related to, relief in some. And why I'm talking about taxation also, because Saturn's aspect has become weaker on the 8th house as well. 8th house is the house of tax and insurance and things like that. So Rohit, this is the time that you may get some kind of beautiful benefits, especially, through friendships, through some kind of network, through some kind of communication, through some kind of, uh, you know, um, how do I say, like some kind of networking. This is the time to go out and talk to people. Be a little bit extrovert during this period. What do you suggest, Rohit?
Yes, definitely. Now I want to understand this thing, that Sun is aspecting on sign. This is very good, that it will, strengthen the fifth house. But Saturn is also aspecting. So how it will, correlate these two aspects together?
Saturn is aspecting, but Saturn is combust. So Saturn has no power over the
Oh,
aspect.
no power to aspect. Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
so Sun aspect is more powerful than Saturn, and Sun is
Hmm.
aspecting the own fifth house of education, creative, support, as well as gains in speculation. So
Hmm.
this is the time that maximum Aries ascendant people will gain a lot during this time. Yeah. So we have to understand the influence. So that's why Sun is the most powerful being in the solar system, bigger than everyone, and its power is so huge that it It puts everyone else to zero power.
Hmm.
Anyways, overall, this transit is going to be very positive one. Embrace it with all your good wishes. Second, and there is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. If you want to discuss your chart in detail, we can discuss about your chart. If you want to take bigger decisions, then that is the time that you consult. Otherwise, if nothing, then you can just watch these videos and understand, what kind of energy is going on, and do subscribe. Now, Rohitji, when we talk about Taurus ascendant here, Sun is the fourth house lord. See, remember, this is Venus's ascendant. Venus has still given Sun the ability to rule fourth house, and that fourth house is the house related to social security, emotional security, mother, and so many things related to real estate, so many things related to your uh, real estate, your heart, your chest, your lungs, your blood, your mother, home, vehicles, feelings, your people, property, hidden money, dignity. So many things, man. You can't even imagine. Now, when we talk about this with Sun in Aquarius, your career, especially in the 10th house, when Sun enters here, Sun is an egoistic planet. We have to understand this. Sun is a planet of little bit of pride, and this is the real nature of a king, and that should be there. So I met someone few years ago, Rohitji, one astrologer in London. He told me that my sun was in the seventh house, aspecting the first house. So he told me that the problem is that your sun is in an enemy sign in Aquarius only. I have. He said that you need to be a little bit egoistic. I said no, no. How can I be egoistic? He said the nature of a king is to be egoistic, and he said that ego does not mean trying to suppress other people or trying to give other people a hard time. Ego means that your self respect should be contained and maintained. That means you should first focus on your self respect and then focus on other people's behavior towards you. So here in the 10th house, your career, your public reputation will come into focus, and especially your self respect and the kind of attitude that you need to maintain during this time will restore. The war that is going on inside you and the war that is going on regarding your career area, somewhere you are trying to show some kind of authority, this is the time that it will happen. You may actually seek unconventional path or progressive approaches, which is very normal, very good, but don't use unethical. That is the only advice. This is the time that leadership opportunities and recognition for your unique skills may arise through involvement in cutting edge industries or humanitarian causes. This is the time to really embrace your individual innovative thinking and to thinking about advanced career ambitions, because we all have to grow in career. This whole life right now, we say that it is not material, we have to go away from material, but understand that somewhere material is required also somehow, because otherwise how will we function, how will be you be watching this on your phone or your laptop if you don't have internet or money to buy it. Yeah, but that should not only be your aim. Monetary, humanitarian causes should be your aim as well, because you have to become an instrument of God to help other people. See, Sun is aspecting its own house in the fourth house. And when you look at your own place, do you destroy it? Never. You always want to make it better, make it good, make it nice. The Sun will try to make your home some kind of good, there can be some kind of good investment in your home area. Maybe you do some renovation, maybe there will some decoration, maybe the buying of new car, buying of property, and things like that, that were getting delayed because of Saturn's aspect here, because Saturn is now combust and the aspect has no power for few days. There can be some progress that you can see in those areas. Otherwise, I am very positive and with intense love for Taurus ascendant people. This is one of the best time of the year for you. Yes, your Lagna Lord is getting exalted in the 11th house in on 31st of March. That is another thing. So this is leading to it. So in February, Sun becomes very positive, leading to Venus becoming very positive in March. So that means continuously there is good news that is coming for you. All the best. If you want to make any major decisions, or if you're thinking about buying property, this, that, and stuff like that, then there is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. Changing of job, undergoing sari sati, and things like that, then only consult. Otherwise, this is good to go. You don't need to. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments, and those who are watching for the first time, do subscribe. Rohitji, do you think that like Saturn aspect on the 12th house for Taurus ascendant, like I am talking to few of them, a lot of expenses they are going through. So I think when Sun combusts Saturn, these expenses also will come down. What do you suggest in this area?
Yes, definitely when he has no power and this aspect is debilitated aspect, then
Yeah,
definitely expenses, the things related to hospitals, the thing related to that will curtail down. But in other way, the people who are thinking to going abroad, some that thing also will be in trouble. I think.
yeah, that means people, if I see good and bad, both becomes affected, right? So those people
Yes.
who are trying for foreign country through career, I might be hearing, they might be supposed to hear something that may delay right now because of the no influence of Saturn on the 12th house. So that is also a challenge,
But
but
I think
overall,
little bit happiness thing is this, that Jupiter is saving you here because he's sitting and
yes.
he's getting all things from Saturn and he's saving till 1st of May. After that, we can't say.
Yeah. After that, it is very important for Jupiter to move, Rohiji. You know why? Because the Ketu does not have any aspect right now. And when Ketu is having no aspect, it goes into trouble. So, when Jupiter goes here, the fifth aspect will be on Ketu here in the sixth house. So that means
Mm,
the problem in creativity, suddenly decision making power that has gone down for Taurus ascendant people will start happening very positively.
yes.
So everything is interconnected, man, when we talk about it. Okay. All the best. I hope that this is a very, very good transit for you. Moving on to Gemini ascendant people. Now, Rohiji, when we talk about Gemini ascendant, here the ninth house. First, let's see what Mercury thinks about Sun. Now, Mercury has given Sun the third house. That means Sun is the hard worker. Sun is the what we call Sun is the Sun is the labor here in Mercury's ascendant, and we call Sun and Mercury very good friends. But see, Mercury has given Sun, this role. On the other hand, when we talk about Leo, Sun sign, Sun has given Mercury the second house of Maraka and the 11th house of gains. So Sun has given Mercury a bigger status than what Mercury has given Sun. Now, Sun is transiting, and this is the house of communication. So everything in this for Gemini ascendant during this time is related to communication. But Sun is transiting from the eighth house to the ninth house, and this is the time that will stimulate your thirst for knowledge and exploration. There is one show called Dora the Explorer. Whenever you see that Dora, that small little girl exploring, it is basically ninth house activated for Dora. And when we watch any kind of movies related to Indiana Jones and stuff like that, when we relate it to astrology, it is completely related to eighth house and ninth house. Exploration of hidden things, that is treasure. So whenever such kind of things also happen, that 10th, ninth, and 10th, so sorry, 8th and ninth house are having any kind of combination, especially for Gemini ascendant people. Saturn rules the 8th house and sitting in the ninth house. Such people can explore inner treasure. That means something that is really inside them and they want to, excavate it out, like take it out. Your attention this time turns towards higher education, philosophical pursuits, or spiritual studies. This is what is going to be keeping you a lot of busy. All your communication will be related to these areas. Travel and cultural experiences will broaden your perspective as well as inspire new ideas. So if you are thinking, if you have any kind of spare time or money, this is the time to go and explore or go and take a break and explore some different place so that your ideas and your nature, or what you say, your destiny is supposed to communicate with you during this period. Now, this is the time of intellectual growth, actually brainy growth. And also, it means that you will expand your horizons through open mindedness and willingness to explore diverse perspective. Ninth house is also the house of pilgrimage. So that means this is the time that pilgrimages can act as a very good relief, or side, what you say, you have break for you. On the other hand, if you talk about Ninth house is the house of religion, it is the house of devotion, it is the house of father. And when Sun and Saturn are together, it is extremely important that during this time, how much ever possible, try to take the blessings of your father, especially for all the Gemini ascendant people, because this is happening in your ninth house. So take lot of blessings of your father. This is going to be, if there is any misunderstanding or the war that was going between you and your father, this is the time to end the conflict and come into positive turns. 30 years later, this yoga has happened when Sun is meeting Saturn in the house of Aquarius. So if there is a long term problem, take a step now yourself, if you're watching this video, and end the trouble that you're going through. Overall, it's a very good time. Sun is aspecting the third house, so anything related to communication from the government, anything related to communication from power, anything related to communication from any kind of visa or any kind of authorities related to higher education will be very extremely positive in your life. So hope for the best. There is a WhatsApp link in description if you're trying to make any big decisions or trying to get into any kind of new job change or thing like that. That is a big step to take, right? So before that, if you need to talk about your chart in the current time, so you can connect and we can discuss your chart in detail. All the best and do subscribe. For Cancer ascendant people, Rohitji. Now, eighth house, a very, very important house, Rohitji. Eighth house is the house of transformation, and Saturn here rules the seventh house of status and the eighth house of transformation. Seventh house is very, very extremely important house. Any designation that we get of husband, of business partner, of director, of entrepreneur, anything comes from the seventh house. And eighth house is gains from the partnership. So this is the time your second house lord has come to the eighth house. What does this mean? It will highlight themes of transformation, shared resources, inheritance. You will get into a lot of deep psychological insights or engage in transformative experiences leading to personal growth. And what are these transformative experiences? Exactly like going into deep into astrology, going understanding deep planetary position, understanding the karmic pattern of life, that how my karma should happen, how do I make my adjustment according to my karma, how do I make adjustment according to my planets, and how do I focus on financial matters, investment, joint ventures. This everything in these areas will go in positive, very positive changes. Very positive means extremely positive changes, especially because, so just imagine you, when you go out of your house and you look at your own house, you say, wow, so beautiful. Even if you're sitting in a house very distant and you see my house is so beautiful, you know why? I should put light outside my house, it will look very nice. That is what Sun is doing. He says that, okay, I'm looking at my finances now, very nice, but you know what, I should put this kind of things in my finances so that it will look very nice in my portfolio. So that is what something which you will be able to do during this time. Now, everything will lead you to greater stability and empowerment. Now, 100% embrace any opportunities that you get for inner healing, regeneration, anything related to going into, what we say. Now, again, Ruiji, regeneration word has come because Pluto, remember we made a Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto is about regeneration. So Pluto energy is also present here in Cancer. According to Western astrology, okay, Pluto is present here. So that means transformation or regeneration of some thoughts that are trying to trouble you or must have cornered you will happen, and it will bring a positive change in your life. What do you think, Rohitji? Eighth house, Saturn and Sun. Now Saturn here, Rohitji, is seventh house lord in the eighth house. So many people must be gaining from partnership or must have just done new partnerships. Career-wise, they must be going into trouble because Saturn was aspecting the third aspect of extreme hard work was in the area of career, and now see, Sun has made Saturn combust, so their career also rests for a while. What do you think?
Yes, your point is right. But one thing what I can see from here is when eighth house lord is aspecting on sign in the second house, maybe they get some inheritance gains wealth at this time, and
From
they get some money from this type of
out of
things.
10 million people on like 500 million people who have cancer ascendant, everyone will not get inheritance. But this is the time that financially there can be some kind of unexpected gains that they can get in simple.
Unexpected.
Yeah.
Yes.
From partnerships or from making some collaboration, they can get some financial benefit. This is very, very pure here.
Hmm.
Another thing for careful consideration, Luigi, is that second house is Maraka. That means it is a killer, and eighth house is the house of, again, sudden ups and downs as well, right? So that means in your family life there can be sudden ups and downs in health of some family member, where you
Hmm.
have to be careful. If we talk about the second house, the aspect on the second house, it is the house that rules your right eye, your teeth, your speech. Suddenly dental problems coming in, suddenly expenses related to teeth or expenses related to your vision can be a challenge. So that is also where you have to be a little bit of careful.
Hmm.
But this is the time, go for inner healing, go for massages, go for spiritual healing, go for karmic any kind of karmic readings like astrology readings, or things related to numerology, tarot. Understand energies around you, what are they trying to tell you, because somewhere, someone, nothing goes waste in this world. I was reading today a very spiritual book, Rohit. It said that even the poop, that is the waste of human waste, that is the secret, what we say, fetus, or not fetus, it is called what, uh, I, I I don't know how to say it. The waste, human waste, for kids we say potty. So
Hmm.
that also does not go waste. It is so useful for the earth. Earth has the power to consume everything. Earth consumes it. It goes in water, water consumes it. So the thing is that even the human waste does not go waste. Microorganisms live on it. It is delicacy for them. So nothing goes waste. Even any kind of advice that you get also does not get waste. This is the book was supposed to say that even the advice, anything that you hear, is supposed to be coming to you from the instrument of God. Like God has to tell you something. That is why, uh, you know, uh, try to this is the time also, eighth house, sun and Saturn, this is a time to explore books, get knowledge, try to read some healing books, and open some random pages of Bhagavad Gita and see what Lord Krishna is trying to tell you. So open Quran, open Bible, and see what God is trying to tell you. So very positive time for Cancer ascendant people. There is a WhatsApp link in description for personal appointments. If you want to book, you can book, and we can talk about your chart in detail. For Leo ascendant people, Rohitji, now Sun is the Lagna Lord. Lagna Lord meeting its own sun after almost 30 years is a very, very big event in the celestial world. These events does not come every day. Yeah, Sun conjunct Saturn every year. Every year, one time it will conjunct, but not exactly in Capricorn. But this is the last chance Sun has. Before March next year, Sun will be again, Saturn will be completely on the edge of Pisces and moving towards, what we say, the the other sign. Now here, for Leo ascendant people, seventh house, where Sun in Aquarius, your focus turns towards partnerships, collaborations. Now you may seek this time relationships with individuals who share your vision for the future and support your aspirations. This is the time that you will get people in authority to work for you. You will get people in authority to make your life smoother. Innovative approaches to negotiation and cooperation can lead to mutually beneficial arrangement. This is the time of using your brain intelligence. You yourself must be involved now, rather than sitting on chatting on mail. No, not happening. Go and be present physically there to discuss ideas. Now this is also the time that you have to also embrace the diversity of perspectives within your relationships and cultivate harmony through mutual respect and understanding, because somehow Sun is an egoistic planet. So if you don't embrace the diversity of perspective that other people are giving you and only be empowering them with your ideas and your thought process, then this is not how this collaboration works during this time. You have to make sure that you take a step back and also hear. Yeah? And don't take things on ego. That okay, this you said me this, I will do this only now. No, you need to improvise. That is what is required. Yes, Soiji, you're trying to say something.
I was saying that This will create some conflict between partners or wife also. No?
Not
Or
conflict.
astrologers say like this.
No, Rohitji, not conflicts. Astrologers are saying this, but you have to understand the story in the beginning. When Sun meets Saturn, Lord Shiva comes here and makes a combination where Sun is ending the war with Saturn. So, what does this mean? This means that Saturn, the war is going to get ended now from 13th of February, maybe as soon as Saturn gains 17 degrees. Initially, there can be a little bit hiccup because planet will try to adjust the energy, but later there can be some very good result where the war could end completely. So that means it will bring a very positive influence in the person's life where their relationship which are going into some trouble or has no focus may turn into a lot of focus and may end the trouble between them. Like even bigger troubles where people were disowning each other. Here you can expect some kind of miracle to happen and suddenly reconciliation can happen. Because you yourself will be very sensible and bright during this period. All the people of Leo ascendant will be very bright and sensible during this time because Sun is aspecting Lagna now. It is aspecting its own sign. That means you yourself will be radiant, will be glowing during this time. So a very positive time for Leo ascendant people. There is a WhatsApp link in the description. If you want to go through your chart in detail, you can connect and then we can talk about it. Okay. And this is conjunction of Sun and Mercury, Buddha Aditya Yoga. My daughter is Mercury, I am Leo. Yeah.
Hello, Hazel.
All the best. I hope that this is a great time for you. And there's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. You can book and we can discuss your chart in detail and do subscribe. For Virgo ascendant people, Rohit ji, it is going to be happening in the sixth house. Now, let's look at so now look at Mercury. For Gemini, Mercury has given the third house to Sun, and for Virgo, Mercury has given the 12th house of expenses to Sun. That means Mercury only relies about expenses, about spiritual exploration, and about all the hard work only on Sun. That is why it is the prince, right? So it will always look up to the king. Now here, when we talk about the sixth house, Rohitji, it is the house that really focuses on your health, on your work area, on your service to others. Especially, this is the house of service to others. And what is the role of the king? The role of the king is to serve its people. So those people who are in working class, those people in job related stuff, this is a time you may implement progressive strategies for self improvement, even your wellness routines and your organizational efficiency. That means you will be coming out as a very good employee and an employer, whatever you are. So there will be some kind of greatness in the work area that you will show. Now, because the daily routine, when we talk about any daily work, here there is a monotony always. We go to the office, we do the work, we come back, we go to the office, we do, and we always, there is no innovation. But this is the time that innovative approaches can lead to greater opportunities in the coming future. Every past is connected to the future. Every seed that you sow will reap some benefits in the coming future. So this is the time that you need to sow the reap, especially because in this place, uh, especially for this sign, Sun makes a Viprit Raja Yoga. What is Viprit Raja Yoga? Whenever 6, 8, or 12 house planet will sit in 6th, 8th, or 12th anywhere, it will make a Viprit Raja Yoga. And Sun, from sitting from the sixth house, is also aspecting the 12th house. This means that you have to also embrace opportunities in foreign countries. In your work in foreign countries or collaborations from foreign countries can be very fruitful for you during this time. There can be some kind of long journey, or there can be some exploration in some very long place that you may suddenly some contact will come out from somewhere from a foreign land that can help you become a pathway for you to come to a foreign country. But on the other hand, Every planet who is positive side which has little bit of challenging side as well, and that side is regarding health. Sun in this house, especially in the sixth house, can cause trouble in health, and especially what kind of health. See, uh, it is mostly related to anything related to your lower abdomen, like just below the stomach area, above the sexual organs, like intestines, is where you have to be careful of. This is sixth house is also the house of disease, health, enemy, loan, dispute, injury, fight. So you have to be careful in these areas, and especially why? Because Sun is the government. If you are fighting with the government over some area, remember it is also aspecting the 12th house where it is powerful. That means who is powerful here? You are not powerful. The government on the other side is powerful, which can create trouble to you, and maybe even you may see some kind of adverse effects during this time. Health, if you are fighting your health, and if you are if you're ignoring few things, this is the time that ignorance can cause a lot of expenses in the future, or maybe as Sun gains degree here and becomes powerful, putting aspect on the 12th house may let you expense in the area related to health. So what do we need to do? We need to immediately take action, you know be progressive. As soon as we find something wrong, we immediately go and check. That is how you will be able to do well during this period. What do you suggest, Rohit?
Yes, you're right, because I think this is the time when you can mold the results of this house. Sixth house, from sixth house expecting 12th house, either you can spend journeys, either you can spend on hospitals, either you can spend on so many things from 12th house. So mold your things, make a short trip and fly somewhere nearby, so your expenditure should be on this flying and this journey things, not in the hospital things. And
Or
yes,
just
because sixth house is
very
also disease and 12th house is hospital. These both are connected. So
mm,
best remedy is go and do charity in some
exactly.
hospital, in some
Go
langar.
and do
So
charity in some hospital, or go and just visit an hospital.
donate
Find some,
medicines.
yeah, donate medicines there. Or you know what? People, someone asked, what medicine do I donate in hospital? I said, you take the bottle that is used for putting, IV, the glucose bottle, and give it there.
And one thing more, Akashji, I want to tell that there is a lots of maybe person can be anywhere in any country. Now the problem is that people think who will go to hospital? How I find a true person that he will take medicine or not? The easiest thing is today there are numerous websites like Cato is one of website which I see, in
Which
which there is
website?
daily so many Cato. There is a website called Cato. This is the biggest website in India where they daily go and they have a treatment of lots of kids about so many difficult diseases. They say donate anything 200, 500, 700, because they have to make that 3 million, 4 million possible through you people. So sit at home, just click, put 500, put 700, give 1000, whatever you want to give. That 1000 helps someone to operate and get life, and that is your karma that you spend on that thing. So many websites, donate card, Cato, so many websites are there.
I don't know about it, but yes, we will also pledge to some donate some money there. So all the best. Overall, very good time. Just make sure of these small, nitty gritties where you can make mistakes, and get a positive approach here. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. If needed, then we can talk about your chart in detail. Otherwise, all the best for this transit. For Libra ascendant people, now for Libra ascendant people, even if Venus has given two beautiful houses to Sun. So in one place, Venus has given for the Taurus ascendant, it has given the fourth house. Now for here, Sun has been given the 11th house. Leo is the 11th sign, and right now Sun is in the fifth house. And what is the fifth house? This transit is going to be a very positive, big transit for you, and especially because this is the time, especially 13th of February, it is happening, and it is happening in your fifth house. That is where love, romance, and things like that, are catered, or you are catered towards that. If you see the Saturn, combust videos, there also I was talking that Saturn will become powerless. So this is the time you have to make decisions rightly in terms of discipline, maintain discipline with your loved ones. Now here, activities that enhance your creativity, self-expression, and romantic pursuits. You may engage in artistic endeavors. hobbies and recreational activities that bring joy and fulfillment. So, romantic relationships or interactions with children may be unconventional yet stimulating. And why this is unconventional? Because of the presence of Saturn in this house. Saturn is a planet of unorthodox behavior. So, there can be some unorthodox behavior also, but still, it will be good because of Sun's positive influence here. Now, this is the time that if you have any kind of unique talent, or if you have any kind of ability to start new things, if you have any opportunities to show your self expression, or celebrate your enjoyment, this is a place where this is the time that you should be going ahead and showing it. Anything that is related to children, love, education, any skills that you have, your luck, any luck you want to use, any speculative luck you want to use, any devotion, any kind of mantra chanting you want to start, any kind of thing related to, what we say, any kind of thing related to new sadhana or new practice you want to start. So, this is a positive time for you to do that. And you should consider doing this because this is going to be one of the most positive time of the year to start new things, starting new companies, working with the government for your some kind of scholarship for your children, some kind of those who want to study in scholarship, get scholarship, take help of government. This is the right time to do things like that. Fifth house is also the house of wealth. 11th and fifth house connection, whenever it will happen, there will be wealth coming in, and especially wealth will come through goal completion. So that means some kind of goal will get completed. Fifth house is the house of puja also. Anything related to puja has to be done during this time. Any kind of spiritual practice or any kind of homam, any kind of havan that you want to do can be done when Sun is in Aquarius here. Overall, Sun aspecting the 11th house means biggest to biggest gains come out. Your friends, your social network, your business associates will help you. There will be a lot of luck coming in from from your well wishers. There will be what we say, income coming in. There will be a lot of gains. Your elder brother might help you during this time. Your uncles might help you. So there are so many layers to astrology, and every house is that it is unbelievable, and it is not it cannot be justified with just three or four things which I am telling it. It is more vast, but overall a good period for you. Ruji, for Libra ascendant people, Saturn is yoga karka, and yoga karka planet is getting combust. So on the other side, so there may be little bit of trouble related to few things, especially related to home life. There will be little detachment. You will be too busy in enjoyment that there can be little bit ignorance toward the home side. And because it is getting combust in its own house in the fifth house, so their children or loved ones can feel little bit of detachment from you during this period, or may feel overwhelmed from your interference in their life. So maintaining a balance is important. What do you suggest, Rohit?
I see that the Libra ascendant people in this month will get a gifts from loved ones, wealth, gift, gains from the loved one, because 11th house is a house of friends, social circle. So one of the friend of Libra ascendant will be giving gift to him or her, whatever it is. And this is a time of love, romance. Fifth house is a love and romance, and when Saturn somewhat sits somewhere, it expands that house. So this is the time from last 1 year and next 1 year that their love and romance will expand more and more in coming time also.
And Rohitji, it is positive also, right? Because you need such kind of things also. You need love in your life. Otherwise, that is the place where you go and feel to share your internal emotions as well. So wealth increases, luck increases, love increases, increase in speculation gains. Very very good things are happening. So subscribe immediately, and WhatsApp links in the description for personal appointments. If you want to go and book a personal appointment, you will be able to do it. Moving on to Scorpio ascendant people. Rohitji, now for Scorpio ascendant people, when we look at the house that is ruled by Sun, very important, because whenever a planet is sitting opposite from itself, it aspects its house, there is going to be a very, very awesome time for career. Those Scorpio ascendant people who are struggling in career, this is the time that their lost status, lost dignity gets restored now because of Saturn, because of Sun aspecting 10th house, its own house. But what is about the placement right now? So when Sun is in Aquarius, especially in the fourth house, so your attention towards your home, family, as well as emotional security is, the what you say, the immediate area of focus in your life. Now, because when Saturn is in the fourth house, and those people who are going through different kind of dasha mahadasha, here, excuse me, God bless me. That's why I was thinking कि कुछ तो आ रहा है, like something is coming. What is this? I'm having turmeric water also. Now, this is the time. One more thing before this. So, Rohitji, now see the power of exalted planet. Right now, as we are speaking, Mars is exalted in my sixth house. So, Mars made me extra busy in my work, very good, but also troubled my health. My health got bad from last 2 3 because Mars is exalted. So, an exalted planet will also enhance or make your trouble also bigger. So, this is what astrology truly is. Anyways, coming back. So this is the time your sun is in your fourth house. So you may seek innovative solutions to domestic issues and modernize your living environment. So there can be some kind of expenses that you can expect during this time in your home area, in your house, especially related to your mother. Especially, so see, the fourth house is a very, very important house. It rules so many things for you. It rules the body part wise, it rules your heart, it rules your chest, it rules your lungs. If you talk about anything related to your the main focus of relationship is with mother. It also rules your feelings, it also rules the people, people property. That means if you are into real estate kind of business where other people wants to build property, this is also seen from this house. It rules your home, your vehicle. It rules hidden money also. Huh, Rohitji? Why? Tell me why it rules hidden money, Rohitji. Give me the reason.
Fourth house?
Yeah.
No, I have no idea of this hidden money.
It is ninth from the eighth. So can you see here? So this is the eighth house, and ninth house is that gain of the money through luck. So this is again ninth from the eighth. So this has also something to do with hidden money, and that hidden money we have converted the name into inheritance. Some kind of inheritance is also ruled by this house. It also rules the dignity. That how much dignified are you? How much dignity do you have? This also is ruled by the fourth house. Now this is the time that your family dynamics undergo positive transformations that foster great harmony and understanding. So this is the time to embrace opportunities to connect with your roots, especially what your house or what your um, uh, what your other life demands, and also nurture a sense of belonging within your personal life. So work wise, I told you in the beginning only that it is going to be very excellent period. That is why we don't have to get overwhelmed in work area and ignore anything related to what we say, anything related to your personal life. So this is the time of maintaining your personal life bigger than the work area, because work automatically is going to be very good because of the aspect of sun, but personal life is in your hands here. Saturn being debilitated there, being in combust mode there, can create little bit of delays in feeling the happiness here. So it will delay, but it will come for sure. So just focus on that. Attention should be on the family environment during this time. Fourth house is the house where we talk about anything related to property, anything related to cars or vehicles. Now, if those people who want to buy a vehicle, very good time for you for buying some new vehicle. And those who want to invest into properties, or those who are waiting for some kind of legal confirmation from government related to that property or some transfer order or some things like that, it was completely delayed for a long, long period. This is the time that it will be possibly very, very positive in your life. So all the best. A good time for all the Scorpio ascendant people. Hope that it brings more positive influence into your life. What do you think, Rohitji? Anything you suggest which I missed?
I want to say that whatever you do regarding property or vehicles, maybe sale, maybe purchase, documentation you should read very carefully. You should not be, ignorant about that thing. And one thing what I want to talk about all the 12 ascendants, that there is one beautiful remedy during these 30 days. This is a you read daily a Dashrath Krit Shani Stotra. This is a Shani Stotra written by Dashrath ji, father of Lord Rama. And because father of Lord Rama and Lord Rama is from the Sun dynasty, Suryavanshi, and Saturn, they are coming with Saturn, and they write about Saturn. Very beautiful lines. That is Dashrath Krit Shani Stotra. You will get in Google. Read it daily. Very beautiful combination of Sun and Saturn, and you will be relief if some problem somewhere.
Very good, Rohitji. Yes. So it can create, some people who are in problem will have to take remedial measures through ancient, scriptures. That is the Dashrath Sutra. I will
Dashrath
also
Krit.
read, I will also read it. I never read it, Rohitji. So I will
Hmm.
read it this time and try to understand what it means. So good insight. Thank you. All the best. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments, and those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe. Coming on to Sagittarius ascendant. Now, for Sagittarius ascendant, third house is where Sun will be transiting. And what is Sun here? Sun is the ninth house lord. So here, Sagittarius, that means Jupiter feels Sun, or takes Sun, or gives Sun the place of a guru, the place of a mentor. And that is very true also. If you see, if I was reading a lot of stuff, whenever there is any problem, the war between God and demons, or all the rakshasas, so what happens, Sun, Indra, and Sun, Indra, and Brahaspati all are together always. So that means Indra is the king of the Swarga, that means king of the gods. Sun is the light that every god, everyone in this universe has. The soul is the sun, and Brahaspati is the guru, the wisdom. So they are all working together to accomplish greatness. So here Jupiter has given Sun that kind of status of a mentor. So just imagine the mentor is coming to your third house, in the house of your communication, in the house of your curiosity, in the house of your local interaction. Now you may engage into a lot of intellectual pursuits, educational endeavors, or skill development that will broaden your horizon. Your communication at this part will be very, very positive. If you are willing to communicate anything, or if you are waiting to say something to someone, even to your loved ones, even to your parents, even to your siblings, anything that you want to communicate during this period, that will be taken into very positive sense. Okay. Now, any kind of networking. Okay. Third house is also one, two, three, four, five, fifth from the 11th house. So any creative networking, any kind of short trips. Third house is the house of short distance travel. Any kind of thing that is related to community involvement, where you work with community, or with your neighbors, or with your surroundings, is where you will be doing very, very good, and this will help you to stimulate your mental agility. It is a very good time. This third house is a very important house for putting your personal interest out in the world. And third house has a lot of other meanings also. It is the house of courage, and Sun being here, very powerful hot planet, your courage will be at very much peak. Your younger brother, this is, or younger siblings, this is the house of siblings. This is the house of friendship. This is the house of hobby. If you want to make your hobby your passion, your work, this is the time to start new things, new beginnings. Also, this is time for higher education, higher learning, and this is the time to embrace opportunities for learning and exchange of ideas to expand your knowledge base, because Sun is aspecting the ninth house. Sun is a mentor in this chart. In this, for Sagittarius ascendant people, Sun is the mentor for you. So this is the time your mentor will come and communicate inside, deep inside from you, and make you understand that somehow, somewhere, how you need to come into terms with your what we say terms with your own personal beliefs. Overall, very good transit. Rohitji, do you think ninth house lord in the third house can create a little bit trouble in long distance?
I think that if a trouble thing is considered, then it should be in little bit in short journeys, or in visa things. You can be feel delayed, and what I think, if third house, ninth house lord is expecting himself from there, go for spiritual journeys, some Tirath
Exactly.
Yatra, go
There
to
will
Shani Singapore.
Yeah, there will be problem when you try to go for leisure now. But as
Hmm.
you choose pilgrimage over leisure, this will be
Hmm.
turning into positive time for you.
Hmm. Go Shani Shingnapur, go Yodhya ji, and have the blessings of Lord Rama, and recite there the Shani Stotra either in Shingnapur or Ayodhya. This is very good time.
All the best, man, for Sagittarius ascendant people. Great, great time for you. Moving on to Capricorn ascendant people, one of the best ascendants in the world. Very, very all crying all night, wanting milk all night. This ascendant kids are always hungry also.
I
Anyway,
agree with you in this line. Always hungry.
always hungry and crying in the night. Almost 4 hours in 5 hours in the night, they want to be awake. This is what Capricorn ascendant is right now for me. Anyways, so here for Capricorn ascendant people, transit of Sun is happening in the second house. Here, Saturn is the only courageous planet ever who has given its own sign as a maraka for its own ascendant. That is why we call the greatness of Saturn, because the planet who is supposed to be giving you the body has given the house of destruction of the body also to himself.
And also I think this is also very smart move by Saturn. Saturn is the smartest planet in diplomacy. Nobody can match Saturn people. Dui marka, that means the lord of ascendant, lord of second. If it becomes, then it remains no marka. So Saturn has saved us from this thing.
Yeah, Saturn has saved it, but still, Guruji, whenever we talk about any kind of why we call it Maraka here, because it is third, it is 12th from the third house. That's why this is a Maraka. And another thing is the eighth house is 12th from the ninth house. That is why it is also considered Maraka. Now, when we talk about anything related to second house, we talk about finances mostly. Second house is the house of self-respect. Now, Sun being an egoistic planet coming into the second house, this is the time you may fight for self-respect, self-worth. That I am someone, I hold some kind of worth. This is what it is. It means your bank balance, the balance that you have achieved either in your bank or either in your life related to your good deeds. This is where everything is stored. Now, this is the time that it highlights values, resources, fixed assets, self worth. This is the time you may reassess your financial goals. You may go back and listen that, what have I done, man? Have I done the right thing? Because this is the time of a lot of research because of Saturn's aspect on the eighth house on its own sign. So there will be a lot of research, there will be a lot of redo that you will say that, okay, I did this, I have to stop it and I have to do it in this way. So this is some kind of thing that is going to happen. Innovative income streams or investments may enhance your financial stability during this time and bring a sense of abundance. This is the time you will feel little bit full. I think my daughter also will now feel full that okay, my stomach is now full with milk. I don't want more. This is going to happen that you may now feel content that okay, nice, that thing good. I wanted this. This has happened. Now, here this is also the time to embrace opportunities to align your actions with your core values and cultivate a sense of self worth based on authenticity and integrity. So, this is the time of real hard work, real showing that you really mean something in any other person's life. You will have some kind of hidden. See, this is not a very normal transit we are talking about. This is happening after 30 years. There is going to be some big war in your family that you are going through ending during this time. You may come to some very good settlement. You may come to some very good terms, or your value will be finally acknowledged by the person in your family. So your self-worth will be based on authenticity and integrity. This is what it means, that your authenticity will win and you will be an integral part of other people's life now on. That is how Sun and Saturn. Saturn authenticity won in front of Sun. That Lord Shiva told that Sun, this is Sun, Surya. This is your own Sun. That means self worth was based on authenticity, right? That is how planets also resonate with their energies when they come here, because it is aspecting the eighth house. So lot of introspection, lot of exploration, lot of research towards mystical sciences, astrology, numerology, vastu, mystical side, tarot, runes, Chinese astrology. Year of the Dragon has started now. So many Year of Dragon means whose dragon? Rahu. है ना? Whose dragon here? So there is going to be complete, and saying that there's going to be complete research-based approach that you will be taking during this time. Especially your wealth is going to increase because Sun is a very ego-driven planet. So it will make sure that its ego is satisfied by seeing good wealth in that bank account. So all the best. Have a great transit. There is going to be a WhatsApp link in the description. You can go and book your personal appointments there. So we will talk in detail about your chart whenever destiny aligns us. Rohitji, any Vishesh Tippani you have on this?
I just want to I just want to say be careful about your speech during your 30 days, because sun is here, the hottest planet. It can give you, such a tendency that you can speak a harsh word to someone. This can spoil your work. So whenever you get anger anywhere during these 30 days, stand or sit and say Ram 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 for 108 times. Then you speak some words to someone. So this can help you to avoid these things.
Yeah.
Speech very careful.
Possibly the speech is already going to be very relaxed because Saturn, the owner of the speech, is combust, right? So
Mhm.
during this time, automatically the speech will be like toned down. But you are right. Sun can give you instant aggression. Sometimes when clouds are in front of sun, we don't feel the heat. As soon as clouds go, we say,
Yes.
"Oh my God, what happened?" So
And this harsh speech will make your wealth and work up and down, because eighth house is up and down things. So your speech will spoil your work.
yeah. See, Rohitji has. I told Rohitji now every time you tell about some aspects that I miss because I cannot remember everything.
No, no, you remember everything, but I am master of a Capricorn.
Anyways, all the best, Capricorn ascendant people. Hope that you have a very good transit, and WhatsApp link is in the description for personal appointments. Take care. For Aquarius ascendant people, now when we talk about transit of Sun in Aquarius, especially in the Lagna, here, see, Sun is the planet that gives you status. Seventh house lord. Sun is the planet that rules your marriage. Sun is the planet that rules your partnership. Sun is the planet that rules your, what you say, any kind of physical pleasures that you have. Seventh house is a very intense house. It rules your sexual organs, it rules your urine, it rules your eating habits, it rules your spouse, marriage, partnership, business, any kind of victory from court cases, any kind of victory from divorce, any kind of thing related to life partner traits, any kind of happiness, joy from partnerships or life partner. Everything is ruled by the seventh house, and sun here is solely responsible for all this, because being the king, it only has one house to rule. Now, sun coming into the lagna, first house, just imagine sun coming in front of your face, and you people now look at you with such bright, you radiate complete confidence, vitality, and authenticity during this time. You're completely bright. There is no dark spot on you at the moment. You will be completely so crystal clear and pure. Your focus will be especially on your personal growth, self expression, and asserting your individuality. But sun is an egoistic, ego driven planet. It has the nature of me, myself, I. That is what sun is. Everyone has weaknesses, right? So this is a weakness of sun. That is why we have a planet like Saturn in the celestial world, who even at birth only eclipsed sun. Sun has made combust Saturn right now, but there was a time when Saturn also eclipsed Sun completely with birth, and suddenly Sun got completely eclipsed, and everyone was like, "What the hell happened?" Okay, it's complete darkness because Saturn. is the planet that can overpower any soul in the world. Even why not gods? He did not even leave Lord Shiva. So one day, Rohitji, what happened? Saturn was walking towards Kailasha. So Nandi, the guard of Lord Shiva and the friend of Lord Shiva, he ran towards Shiva and said, Saturn is coming here. So Shiva is like, oh my god, why is this guy coming? Let me show him my power. So Shiva vanishes from there and goes and takes the roop of a Nandi, again a bull, and starts grazing the what you say, grass in the banks of the Kailasha, very down where there is forest. So Saturn comes and says, "Where is Lord Shiva?" Everyone is like, "No, Lord Shiva is not there. I don't know. He's gone somewhere to visit someone and stuff like that." So as soon as Saturn says, "Okay, now it's time for me to go because I could not meet Lord Shiva," so he starts walking back, and we starts walking back. Lord Shiva again appear back in his place and says, "Shani, you came to meet me." So Lord Shani says that, okay, no, Lord Shiva, I just wanted to come and do my job which I have done. So Shiva, he smiled and Nandi said, "What the job you have done? When you came, Lord Shiva was not here. He took a form of a bull and he was grazing grass." So he said, today the temperature outside is almost, more than 45 degrees Celsius. It is absolutely so hot. And Lord Shiva had to go to a field by leaving his school place here in Kailasha and go there and graze the grass for almost 2.5 hours now. So that means my job is done. I came to give him this kind of karma result. He has taken it and now I am going back. So everyone laughed over it. That okay. See, this is the role of Saturn. Even Lord Shiva had to go through the period of Saturn when Saturn comes to his life, but giving a very good lesson because there was a karma that has had to be made done by Lord Shiva by becoming a bull. And in that also there was the greatness of Lord Shiva only, where he wanted to teach some lesson to other people that even we as gods are also under the influence of the cosmic law and order. That is what the greatness of Saturn is. He did not disrespect anywhere to Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva also, Lord Shiva is the one who created the universe. Who's Saturn in front of him? He can just say like this, right? Gone. But Lord Shiva also goes by the law that he has created. He's not above the law. That is what the greatness of Lord Shiva is also there. You knew about this story?
I learned, I heard about this story, and this is really tell about the father-son relation between Shiva and Saturn. Because who is Saturn? Created by Shiva. When demons and demigods are fighting with each other, then Shiva come there and said, "No, you can't do like this." And every time you say Shiva is with me, Shiva is with me, I will create one individual personality who is with nobody, even no, even
Not
with
with
not he can punish anyone. So this is how he took this thing on himself and give lesson to the universe, to the people. See, I am also following this thing. This is, you can say that the king of some country is going on the road and he suddenly break the law and he himself goes to the policeman and say, okay, give me 5,000 rupees fine because I have done this thing. He is
exactly.
king, he can do anything, but he said no, I will follow, then people will follow me. So this is what Lord Shiva did, and that's why we say he is the greatest.
Yeah, this story was important. That's why I bought it here. And this is the greatness of Saturn here,
Hmm.
the Lagnesh. Saturn brings sorrow. I think in the past video, many people disagreed with me that Saturn, oh, you're saying Saturn brings sorrow and this and that. So they have to understand that Saturn actually brings sorrow, and that sorrow is from your karma only. So everyone here does some kind of wrong karmas, knowingly or unknowingly in their life, and that
No,
is
it
why.
depends. It depends how you see the things. If somebody is going without helmet and there is a policeman on the next street, there is a sorrow for you because you are breaking a law. But somebody is with all documents and helmet, that sorrow become happiness, and
Yeah,
police will not say anything and he will go away. So Saturn brings sorrow only when you have a that type of karma.
yeah,
Saturn
so
is
that,
there only.
yeah. And the aspects of Saturn are to produce difficulty for you. It is for sure. It is the only thing to produce difficulty so that you can, you can be a better human being.
Hmm, 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 hmm,
Anyways,
hmm.
So during this time, we are talking about Sun in the Lagna. When we talk about Sun, your focus will be on personal growth, self-expression, and asserting your individuality. Now, this is the time that you need to embrace yourself to show your unique identity and pursue your aspirations with enthusiasm and determination. This is the time you have to showcase to the world that you exist and you are someone. Your presence will inspire others to embrace their own uniqueness and pursue their dreams. So you not only become your own driver, but you will be a driver of a bus where 10 people are also sitting behind you, and you will be taking them to another level, another stop, another destination. This is what is you are supposed to do during this time. Now, when we talk about the seventh aspect of Sun in the seventh house, here there can be little bit, not challenges, but little bit of argumentative kind of nature, because Sun is a little bit of argumentative nature. He will not listen to you at once. You will need to convince Sun again and again and again and again. This is how your partner may react with you, because of the aspect of Saturn in combust mode is not going to be so effective. That's why Sun takes a little bit power of the seventh house. It also means that during this time your partner may be a little bit difficult or maybe a less adjusting, but you also have to adjust to this kind of energy right now, because it is just temporary and it will improve. On the other hand, if you are waiting for some kind of designation or some kind of status in your life, or some kind of marriage related things, or some kind of fixture of things related to your partnerships, your relationships, or signing some documents related to finalizing the partnership deed, this is a very, very good month. You should take the most benefit of this time. Rohitji, what do you think?
I think this is a ascendant who is truly combust for the next 30 days, because in the Lagna this thing is happening. And one thing more, when fifth then seventh house Lord come to the uh, Lagna, you see, when I put torch like this on you, I can see clearly everything on your face, whatever there is in the room. So when sun will sit in first house, it will combust their Saturn, there is a darkness because sun is sitting, and now sun is putting all aspect in the seventh house. So what will happen, you can see clearly about things, about your partners, about your wife, something can be revealed because all light is there. And the second thing, you personally, you will become also dual personality person, because one of the coldest planet and one of the hottest planets in a Lagna. So you also feel dual personality person this time.
Yeah. But overall, since, because this is very positive placement of Sun, after 30 years this is happening. So some major transformation in your life related to your own self will come, and you need to embrace it during this time. Okay. All the best. There is a WhatsApp link in description. Click on it and you will be able to connect to my WhatsApp team, and we can discuss your chart in detail and understand if how this Sun and Saturn Dasha can help you, or your current period, or if you're going through any kind of trouble. Pisces ascendant. Now, 12th house, Oichi, a very important place for planet like Sun, the sixth house lord in the 12th house. Rohitji, it is a very important placement. The Sun transit through Aquarius brings a focus on spirituality, introspection, and inner healing. I was talking to someone today, Rohitji, very, very beautiful, jolly person. Again, Taurus ascendant, Libra ascendant, and Taurus moon. My love of my, all the love of my life are that ascendant only. Now, I was trying to understand her chart. She's doing 10 different things. She's also a creative person. She's also a IT person. She's also a tarot reader. She's also a startup. She's also doing some print business. So she's all scattered all over the places. I understood that what is the reason? The reason is that, inner healing is not there. So some people do not have the ability to heal themselves, but have the ability to heal others. And this is exactly the time that you yourself will be in power to heal your own self. That means something that is deep inside you, troubling you, trying to give you little bit of challenge, problem, trouble. That is the time that through proper focus you'll be able to overcome your inner fear, inner heal. You will get inner healed completely inside. Now, here, this is the time you may solitude. You may seek solitude or retreat to explore your inner world and connect with your intuition. Intuitive power will be more bigger during this time, in your workplace, in your, any kind of area related to health, area related to work, area related to service, area related, because sun is making a Vipreet Raj Yoga here. It is not very simple. Sun is the sixth house lord in the 12th house. So that means workplace problem overcome, health problem overcome, any problem related to service to others overcome, any problem related to debt overcome, any problem related to enemies overcome. So this is the time that creative expression, meditation, or dream work lead to profound insights and emotional renewal. This is going to happen. Especially, you have to embrace opportunities for self reflection, spiritual growth as you release old patterns and prepare for new beginnings. This is happening after 30 years, a very big change in your life. So, embrace it completely. Especially law and order, very important. 6th and 12th house is the house of law and order, and Sun and Saturn together are law and order. If there is anything where law and order is trying to trouble you, or you are trying to bypass from law and order because of the mistake that you have done, this is the time to confront, this is the time to talk, this is the time to make get a solution out of it. On the other hand, those people who are trying to go to foreign countries, settle down for work area or for healing to go to a foreign country, this is the right time for you to take decisions in that area. Overall, a very, very positive time for you, very, very nice time for you. And I feel that this is a time of enlightenment. Sun being the soul in the 12th house and aspecting its own 6th house. So that means in your daily work routine or daily life, there will be some so transformation happening that you will be completely enlightened. What do you say, Rohitji, about it?
Akashji, I think these people have to do one thing, especially Pisces ascendant. Go and do a full body checkup. Why I am saying this thing? Because house of 11th house lord goes to the 12th house. There is expenditure on hospital, and sun is sitting there and seeing your 6th house of these diseases and everything. Now when you do full body checkup, there is a light on the 6th house, and suddenly you reveal that something is there. Oh, I have to correct this thing, I have to take medicine, and I have to do this thing. So full body checkup you can take. It will be medical expenditure also, and this is, I think, required for all people above 40, that once in a year you take full body checkup, and this is a time when something can be revealed regarding some disease.
So, otherwise, everything positive, all the best. Any biggest to biggest problem that you occur or must be going through will be solved during this period because of Vipreet Raj Yoga. So have the great time, best time for your life. All the best. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. And those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe. And thank you for tuning in and listening to us. All the best.
Thank you very much. And today's episode was also like conjunction of sun and Saturn, because Akashji being a Leo as a sun and me being a Capricorn as a Saturn, together making video and telling both aspects, which are something difficult and which some very happy aspects tell by Akashji. I think you people like this. Please share, subscribe, and write your love in a comment so we know what you are thinking. And those who want to take consultation from Akashji, very easy. See in scroll there is a mail ID and WhatsApp number, and in description there is a WhatsApp link also. Click, you will be connected by team, and you will have a video consultation with Akashji. Thank you very much. Thank you, Akashji, for this detailed video, detailed, incited video to all the people, because it's very important conjunction after 30 years. Thank you very much. We'll meet you in some next video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata, Om Namah Shivaya.